Your Hardware Canucks 2014 CES coverage is brought to you by NCIX, Technology Connected. Good morning, Las Vegas! All right, guys, so we're here live on the show floor in the Sony booth on Friday. So this is what, day 4, 5, 10, I don't even know. But what we did see today is some pretty awesome new tech, including an 85-inch 4K TV. Now, what I can tell you guys is that in person, in front of you, the blacks are incredibly crisp, they're dark, and they're just, the colors are vibrant, and the screen is just massive. It kind of makes you think what they're overcompensating for. But the screen is pretty nice to look at, and I did enjoy the time that I spent with it. Another little bit that I did see today is an action band, or an active band, a lot like what you see with the Fitbit Flex. Not the Forest, because there's no screen, but the Fitbit Flex. It does have water resistance, and it does track your daily activities, but at this point right now, without any firmware upgrades, it's basically just a fancy pedometer. We also went and took a look at some pretty cool smart glass technology that Sony is unleashing on the general public right now, and basically it's got the first one that we took a look at was a immersive experience. So basically it turns your living room into like a giant theater system that has head tracking. Now, I didn't really like the display that much. It wasn't necessarily as crisp as I want to. I don't know if it's because I'm blind with my glasses off, or if the screen just didn't have the greatest resolution, but it gives you a really good example as to what you can see going forward in the future and the direction that Sony wants to go in, and I kind of like it. The next thing that we saw was basically a set of glasses that actually has an OSD. Now, if you're watching some sort of a broadcast, or even if it's live in the event, you could actually have images blasted onto your eyes, but that's about it. It's mostly just text. It gives you updates about the scores of the games, maybe your favorite players. There's a lot of room for improvement, so there is a lot of opportunity here for Sony, especially like with the soccer demo that we saw. I would love to see individual players tracked, and maybe if you focus in on them a little bit, you might be able to see their individual stats for the game. So I think that's a really cool opportunity that Sony has. As well, we saw a couple little demos of some fitness tech. There's a little sensor that you can plug onto any type of racket, whether it's a tennis racket, a hockey stick, a baseball bat, and it tracks each individual swing, the speed, velocity, and how much power you're putting behind it, so you can tailor your game depending on what you specifically need to be successful at your game. We also saw some pretty cool things with the PlayStation. So we saw Gran Turismo 5 being demoed here today with basically a automotive simulator, which you sat into the car, and I'm telling you right now, on the PlayStation 4, it looks fantastic. I'm a huge fanboy when it comes to the GT series, and they haven't let me down at all whatsoever with this new iteration. It looks great, the driving is realistic, and I think it's pretty damn cool. Last but not least, we took a look at some pretty innovative, and well, you know what, they won an award for it. It's a notebook that sort of flips into a tablet. So you kind of just turn the screen over a little bit, it flips in half. You can push it down so you can have both your notebook and a tablet. But the really cool thing is the stylus. It basically works somewhat like a Wacom tablet, so you could actually design with the stylus that's included. All in all, today, guys, we saw some pretty awesome tech here at the Sony booth. I'm really excited for 2014 and next year to see exactly what they're doing, especially for that head tracking technology. So guys, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you disliked it, but most importantly, subscribe to our channel and make sure you keep on coming back for more kick-ass CES 2014 coverage.